Looking ahead to what changes may be in store for policing in 2021, it's a question some law enforcement has been trying to tackle. Rebecca Clough listened in as law enforcement leaders here in our counties offered their opinions.
The state and at times the nation has focused on policing in southeastern Wisconsin. Our partners at 620 WTMJ Newsradio used part of its 2021 look ahead to talk about public safety, and they spoke to law enforcement officials to see what's ahead. Protests against police brutality following the death of George Floyd defined much of the summer. Wisconsin became the focus of some of the national protests when a Kenosha police officer shot Jacob Blake in August. The ensuing protests turned violent at times. Speaking to 620 WTMJ, Kenosha County Sheriff Beth says there were some real lessons learned.
The first 2 days here in Kenosha, we were outnumbered. A group of a few hundred came down to the safety building, and we don't have 200-300 deputies and police officers standing around the courthouse, the safety building to protect it.
Beth says he spoke to other sheriffs across the country following the unrest, and the lessons he passed on, he believes, will be the model for future protests.
I would start calling for assistance right away.
You saw that model play out last week in Wauwatosa, following the Milwaukee County District Attorney's decision to not charge Officer Joseph Mensah with killing 17-year-old Alvin Cole outside the Mayfair Mall. Police called in the National Guard before the decision came down. But Sheriff Beth says what does not help are so-called militia members like Kyle Rittenhouse showing up armed to a protest, believing they are assisting police.
They came in and their intent was to intimidate, to scare, and create confrontations. And it did exactly that. And we had a 17-year-old who shouldn't have been carrying an assault rifle through the streets of Kenosha. He ended up shooting 3 people, with 2 of them dying.
Reporting in Milwaukee, Rebecca Clough, TMJ4 News.